Okay, we are live on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Good evening. Welcome to one more live da semana. Today we have a special guest from Uganda, and it's Henry. Hello, Henry. Welcome.
Hello. Good to see you guys. Good to see everybody. How is everybody doing? Greetings from Uganda.
It's very nice to have you here, Henry. Thank you for accepting my invitation. Actually, I am asking you lots of time, right? I go there and Henry, let's do something together. uh, so I'm
Yeah,
glad you finally could do that.
I was really looking forward to this because sometimes some problems with internet in my place. So I think today will work out better than the previous time. Thank you for
I
inviting me.
Of course, I am glad we finally are doing this. Internet, please cooperate. And for you guys on YouTube, let me come here to YouTube, Henry, because I need to, yes. So for you guys here on YouTube, talk to us, interact to us. I'll be reading your comments and interacting with you. If you want to ask something or anything to Harry, you can. Our topic today is talent. So the question is, how far can talent take you? We have Henry, who is a circus artist, and of course, he has talent, but is that only it? We will know talking to him. We also have myself. I'm an English teacher. I have learned English. I teach my students English. And this question is also important to us. Is it just talent who makes someone become fluent in English, or is there something else? But before we start, Harry, I want you to introduce yourself, tell a little bit about you, what you do, and you said you're a teacher as well. So tell people, give your contacts.
Well, thank you very much. Um, yes, as I said, my name is Henry. My name's called Semper. I'm called Semper Henry, but I use Henry San for my show, my stage name. So if anyone wants to contact me, you can add me on Instagram at Henry San 20 at Henry San 20. So, well, I graduated as a counselor. So being a counselor, I worked in a hospital. I also worked in school doing counseling students, and in a hospital, counseling some patients. But when I was in secondary school, I used to have an activity to do at school. Many schools have co-curricular activities like football, like rugby, like any other games. I was involved in one of the activities, but this time it's gymnastics and circus. So this is what I was involved in. Me and my friends, we used to train together, and when the school realized that we really want this talent, so the school got for us a trainer, a coach who made us, who helped us to train us, and we improved. We learned many skills, and here I am. So after my university, I got more opportunities to work like in our country's national theater. And then after that, we got more opportunities to travel abroad, to go to China, to go to Vietnam. And basically what we went to do is our talent. I went to do perform circus in festivals, in amusement parks. So this is how far our talent has taken us. But how long have we done it? It has been very from long time, from 2006, around 2006, 2007. So now you see, it's a long time, and I've gained many skills. Even when I got very many experience, I got more experience when I traveled abroad, because I found there are many artists from different countries. So I saw that I need to learn more and I need to improve more. And I have improved. I work as a solo artist and I work as a group, because I have a big group here in Uganda. Sometimes we travel together and sometimes I travel alone. So this is my talent, performing circus. But as she said, I'm a teacher also. Being a circus artist, it means that you gain skills that you can transfer to others. Many people have got the ability to do something, but they don't know until when they try. So myself, I went back to my previous school, secondary school, and then I had to give back the skills by training other students. And also many other schools in our country, they invited us, me and my other colleagues, to teach them these skills. And we developed many groups, many like clubs in schools, and equipped them with talent. So that is one way how I taught, how I teach. And when I went abroad, when I went to Vietnam, I was also a teacher in one of the international schools in this gymnastics and acrobatics, and this generally circus. But English teaching, yes, I did have been teaching English teaching before the COVID, before the lockdowns, and before we had this COVID-19. I was in Vietnam, and many schools invited me to go and to 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 go and teach their students, help them to improve English. So that is where I started to teach English in Asia, in Vietnam. So when I returned home, now I do teach online English. So something I like most, if I may choose, I think I like talent more than the profession. It's like I like doing something physically, like the circus. When I go on the stage, I feel so happy. It makes me feel so good. So I like circus so much. I like to be before many people, performing for many people to entertain them. This is my desire. So thank you for listening to me.
Nice. It was good to listen to you. You were talking, and I was thinking, how important is it for us to develop our abilities? Because every ability we have, we can develop. And of course, we choose which ones we're going to work on, because we're human, we have limits, we cannot do everything at the same time. We have to have our priorities. And you were talking and mentioning these many abilities you have developed, that they are so nice, and they gave you so many opportunities. And also you had some opportunities because you were able to speak English. You had some opportunities because you developed your circles ability. Because I'm sure in the beginning, you were not as good at circles arts as you are nowadays. So I'll share my screen and I'll show people one of your videos on your channel. Calm down. Let me just
Okay.
open the video first. Okay, one moment. And by the way, if you are here watching this Live da Semana, know that this is a weekly event. Every Thursday, I go live, sometimes here on YouTube, sometimes on Instagram, and each week we have a different topic. Sometimes it's just me, sometimes I bring guests, as I brought Henry today, but there is always valuable content for you. So if you are not subscribed, please subscribe and activate the notifications so you receive all the content I am uploading here to the channel. Okay, well, thank you very much, and leave your like to this video as well. Okay, here it is. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see that.
Okay, I sent you, Henry, the link for this live. If you want to, you can share with your contacts. I sent to your Instagram.
Okay. Sure.
Whoa, yes. I'm posting here on Instagram as well as stories, just leaving the link.
Okay.
Come see us. And someone is calling. That's classical. Every time I'm live, someone calls. I will not take it. Oui. Okay. Nice. Thank you for waiting for me, guys. So the YouTube channel, Harry and his friends have a YouTube channel. It's called Famous Friends from Unganda. I am
And
subscribed.
That's the
It's
name of
also
the
the group name.
Yes, Famous Friends Uganda.
Nice.
Same
I am
with the
subscribed. Facebook too?
Yeah, the same.
Oh,
page.
Nice. I didn't know you had a Facebook page. I'll follow you there. So I am following your channel with my personal account. This one is a secondary account, but anyways, I am following here as well. You have a new subscriber. So they have here 4 videos. Which one would you like for us to start, Andy? Oh, sorry, Henry.
Okay, that's exactly the one you're pointing at.
Which one am I pointing? This?
That one, exactly that one.
Okay, let's start with this one. I will not leave the sound because YouTube doesn't allow us to do that. So we'll see the image and then I want you to explain whatever you want to say about the video, what you'd like, what you would like people to know about this.
Well, when you're watching this video, you're watching my group performing in Vietnam. There is a big and nice place called Banner Hill. Banner Hills is one of the biggest amusement parks. So, like as you see there, many groups are performing at the same time. And they are also my friends, my colleagues, my group, they are performing there. So I think you can see the guys, you see, some of those people are from Ukraine. You see that other performers are from the US, others are from different kinds of countries. So that is my group right there. They do some juggling. We play drums. You see that? So that is all talent. We do dance. So it's a mix up of many things. We entertain. We give you a package that the audience can appreciate. We said these people are so talented. So we have various things. It's not only circus, but we also do the drumming. We also do the dancing. So
Yes.
yeah, you see that is bottle balancing. Most of those things I do them myself. So some people walk on the stilts and they dance on the stilts. So it's amazing how they do all this stuff. We do the fire show. The fire dance is also amazing. Oh, so this was a video that was shot from Vietnam. That was 2019.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, let me pause it here and go back to us.
Okay.
Good memories come back, doesn't it?
Definitely. Oh, I miss Vietnam so much. When it comes to these the shows, performing shows, I've been to China, I've been to Vietnam, but I love Vietnam more because a lot of freedom, being in a country and you have a lot of freedom. I lived there for 2 years and almost 3 years, but I had a lot of freedom and yeah, I really liked it there. So those memories, I just feel like going back. Yeah. Yeah, but
That's nice.
we are talented people and many people need our shows. So any country where they invite me, definitely I'll go. We shall
Uh,
go.
yeah, of course. You're bringing your art and also bringing happiness, right?
Yeah.
I think when we see a circus presentation, and not only circus presentation, but when we see things like amazing things that like that one, we feel inspired. We feel like, yeah, that's possible. Maybe if I really want to, I'll be able to do something great as well. So I like this
Yes.
feeling. Well, but you were not always great on circles. You had to learn and develop. So how was it? When did you decide to start practicing
Well,
circus?
it goes back to the point of inspiration. I was inspired. Maybe we were inspired. As I told you, we started way back in high school, started up a small group. And then within this small group, there's about 10 girls. Actually, the girls were more than the boys, maybe 10 boys and maybe 15 girls. And we would, after class, in the evening, after class, we would go and practice, exercise, do by ourselves, no trainer, no instructor. But when the owner of the school saw us, he was so happy that we had a passion about something. So that's when he brought in a trainer and we trained every day. We trained every day. So we went on improving slowly by slowly, slowly by slowly. But it was not easy. But I remember the first time I went to China, like I went in 2015. So when I went in 2015, I was not as good as I am now because I remember I had some weak points. There are some things I could not do, or there are some things I could do, but known the best way, and I could admire many people. I could, like as you talked about the inspiration, apart from being inspired by the people within my country, for me, when I was a kid in maybe primary school, we used to watch movies, Chinese movies. The Chinese do a lot of martial arts, and when they do karate, and then they flip. When I watched this, oh, I was like, wow, will I really do this? So every time when I went to, every time when I was with my grandparents, they called me Chinese. Yeah, they
Because
called me
you
Chinese
would be
because
flipping around.
yes, definitely. Even at school, even when we went to play football with my friends, my fellow pupils, students. For me, my kind of football was like this kind of, there's a movie I watched called Shaolin Soccer. In Shaolin Soccer, the people would jump up. That's how they made it. It looks very funny. Yeah? So me, I could, whenever I could play football, I would jump so high and make tricks in the game. So all that I got very inspired, very, very much inspired. One day, we were at school in my secondary school. There came uh, a group of performers who do circus at our school. Then they made a show. Then one of my good friend called Patrick, I'm still with him in this group. We are still together. But as I told you, that we started like 10 boys and more girls. All others, they went their way. Others are doing other professions. Others are married. Girls produced kids, So others, they lost interest. But me and Patrick remained in this talent. And he has been there in Vietnam with me, and I also been there. So, but our coach, our trainer, our instructor told us, the whole group, you see, you do this circus, but it's not all of you who do this that will continue with the same talent. Some of you will give up, but those who will persist, those who will have that interest, who will keep on developing this interest, are the ones who will continue going on and on. So whenever I remember that, oh, me and Patrick persisted until where we are now. And we have gone a long way. When we check what we used to do before, now we have progressed a lot. Yeah.
Do you have any recent video of yours you're performing?
Yes, we do have recent videos, but I haven't uploaded them yet.
Is it possible for you to show us here now or not? If it's not possible, it's not a problem. I'm just asking because I have to.
Yes. So this reminds me to upload some new videos in the YouTube. But for now, it will be very difficult because I need to check through many files, and some on my computer. I'm using now a phone. Yeah.
Okay,
so
no problem.
Right now in Uganda, we are involved in theater production. We have a big center called National Theater. In the National Theater, we practice from there. We also do the shows within the theater. So this is what we are working out now. I think I shared with you a picture when there are
Mhm.
many people on the picture. That picture.
Yes.
Mm,
Let me see if I can. It's here on Instagram. Did you
yeah.
invite someone called Jay or Joy?
Joy, yes, yes, I did.
Do you want him to be with us or on Zoom?
Yeah, if possible.
Yeah, by me, it's okay.
Yeah,
I don't know where the photo
yeah.
is. So who is Joy?
Oh, Joy, she's my good person I've been with for a long
She's your
time. She's
girlfriend.
my girlfriend.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
I'll let her in. Let me just show people the photo you
Okay.
mentioned. Here, this is the photo
Okay, sure.
you mentioned, right?
Yeah.
This photo
So
is a
this
recent
photo
one.
has been taken. Yeah. So this photo has been recent, and behind is the National Theater where we do all this stuff. We do our training. So here is we are training at the Savannah. We also train indoor. So there's a lot of space there. As you see, here's about 12 people, but we are more than that. Yeah, the people have
11.
very many talents. Yeah, 11. Many more people, many more performers. Members are
Mhm.
very many, and we also have some girls there. So, but girls are very few. No, not many. Yeah,
Hmm.
most of them are boys.
Okay. So, yeah, Joy is not here anymore. Ask her to come
Okay,
again and I will let her in. Okay?
okay,
Okay.
all
And
right.
while you ask her, let me comment. While you were talking and mentioning things you do, I was thinking that all of what you said applies also to English. I have to call the attention for that because I am an English teacher and I want my
Okay,
students to see that the learning is a process, that sometimes you will be studying for a while and you won't see the result you want to see. Like in 3 months you want to be fluent, have perfect English. That's not gonna happen. Learning is a process, and it takes time. You have to practice every day. You have to be passionate. You mentioned that you and your friends started practicing by yourselves, and but you were so passionate that you inspired other people to give you opportunity. It happens also with English. When you're passionate about something, it's hello. Okay, his connection was lost, but that's not a. You back? He will be back. Don't worry. Uh, so when we're passionate about something, it's like the universe listens and feels our passion and makes things easier for us. And of course, if you don't give up, you'll get to the point you want. That's what Andy, why am I calling him Andy? It's Harry. That's what Harry was saying. They were a lot of people on the group. Lots of people lost interest, and then they went doing other things with their lives. But Harry persisted, and that's the key. Let me see if he is coming back. Come back. I'm asking him to come back. Yes, he is, and also is Joy. Hey, hey. Hello,
oh,
you're back.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I pressed something by mistake, then I went off.
No
Sorry about that.
problem. So
Yeah.
Joy is here with us. Hello, Joy.
Oh, Joy.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hi, thank you.
Welcome. Can you turn on your camera?
No, I didn't want to turn on
No,
camera.
okay.
Sorry.
No problem. I'd like to see you, but that's not a problem. It's nice to meet you anyways.
Thank you.
So Henry said you're together for a long while now, right?
Yes,
Are you on circles as
online.
well? 9 years?
Online.
Oh, online. I thought it was 9 years that you were together. So yeah, I am with my husband for 18 years now.
That is good. That's
Yeah.
great.
That is something, you know, we have ups and downs, but that's life. So are you circles as artist as well?
No, I am
No?
not. No.
Mm, okay. Let me see here. What are we gonna do now? Okay, I have the next question for Henry, and then Joy, you feel free to comment and interact anytime you want. Okay.
Okay, but I might not stay on for too long. Just for a little while.
That's okay.
So
No
just
problem.
listen. Okay.
So Henry, I think I'll show another video and then I'll ask about your routine. Okay, about your training routine, because I'm sure you have one, right?
Yeah, so maybe
Which one do you want to show now?
would like to show the one of me, myself.
Where? This?
No, there are more videos, I think.
No, only those. This one on Got Talent 2017.
Oh, well, okay. We can talk about the Got Talent 2017, maybe. But there is mine. There's one of mine there.
Where? Which one do you want to show now? Let me come here to videos. Maybe there is more here. I didn't see those.
Very many. Okay. There's this one where I'm diving. Oh, the one near Got Talent. The one close to Got Talent. Oh.
What's the name? This?
That one. Now that is me. That one, that is me alone. That's a short one, but that is me.
That's okay. Let's see it.
Okay.
This one seems dangerous. It involves fire. You can comment.
Okay. So that is me there.
Where are you?
The juggling. It's me there performing, doing the juggling, doing
Where
the
is
bottle
this
balancing.
beach?
Oh, this is in Vietnam. I was in Vietnam. Yes.
How old were you?
Beach. Actually, this video was shot in 2019.
Wow.
2019. Just a few years back. Yeah.
That is
so you see
so
that
nice.
I'm balancing on putting a stool on 3 bottles and I'm balancing on it. You see? And the nails. Now this look very dangerous.
Oh my.
But you know, yeah. I lay my back on them and I sit on them and someone sits on me, you know.
Doesn't it hurt?
It does, but when you do it for a long time, it will not hurt. So this is the balancing on wire. I walk on the wire. I do the balancing on the wire, but this takes a long time to learn. Everything you see there takes a long time to learn. So it means that you need more time for practice to achieve all this. It
Look
needs
at
a lot of
this.
practice.
Was
Yeah.
this video recorded in only one day?
Well, yes, it was
Look
recorded
at
in
his
one day.
face. He
Yes, he
was
was scared
he
of the
was
fire.
frightened.
Yes, definitely.
Who is that guy? What? You just
Uh,
ate fire.
I just ate fire. So the guy who was holding the ring of fire,
Mhm.
he was one of the camera crew. Those people who were having those, who were shooting the video. So they helped me with a few things that I needed.
Was this video
Yeah.
recorded for TV or something?
It was recorded for promotion, like I used to do solo performance
Mhm.
myself. Sometimes I used to do with my group. So now when somebody asked me for a video, they needed something short to show them what do I do. So as you've seen, that video is very short, but it has everything I do, most of the things I do. So this would help to show. So this is the reason for this video.
So, but it was an initiative of yours, or did a company wanted to promote you?
There's one of the company that wanted to promote me, and then they did this video for me. Actually, I remember they did that video for free. Then they gave
Oh,
me this video, and then
nice.
anytime I want to use it, they did not even put their logo, no. So it was, I just had an open video for me to use. I can re-edit, I can do it, but they did their editing and then they gave me to use it in case there's a client who needs me to perform at their function.
It was a
Yeah,
present.
it was like that.
A
Yeah,
very nice present, right?
yeah,
Because when you say you're a circus artist, many people may not have the correct impression. I mean, not they know you can do things, but if they don't see you doing those things, they may not understand how amazing those things are. And then you have a video and you show them, and it's more easy, or it's easier for you to get a contract.
yes, definitely. That's why the people ask us, do you have some videos on YouTube, or do you have some videos on Facebook? That can be easier for them to go and look through what you guys have been doing, like that.
Exactly.
But but we got a little bit of challenge when it came to lockdown. In
Yes.
lockdown times, the government shut down almost everything. Not going to the gym, not going to open places to practice. So we had to sit down and if you want to practice, you got to practice from your compound. Yeah. Until after some few months, and then we are able to go back to practice in those places we used to go to practice. Yeah.
Yeah, lockdown was hard for most artists. They did not have
Definitely.
the chance to make presentations, right? So, and
Yes, yes,
most artists have their incomes pretty much come from their presentations. Some artists have other business, other ways to make money, but most of the money actually comes from contracts and presentations, right?
yes, yes.
Well, but I want to know about your daily routine then, because how hard was that difficult? How difficult was that for you to develop those abilities? Now, like you can you had to overcome the pain, for example, to be able to put fight on your body, because you were putting fight on your arms and legs and even in your head, and then you were eating fire. Yeah. And that's just one thing. There was those nails. So how difficult was that for you to develop those abilities you have nowadays? And what is your daily routine like? Your daily training routine, I mean.
Okay. What I want to say is the person who trained us, our teacher, our trainer, our master, we call him our coach. Yeah. This guy was a good trainer. He had a motto. He said, no pain, no gain without pain. Mm-hmm. If no gain without pain, so it means that you cannot get everything just easy. You need to work so hard for them. Now, with most of those hard things, most of those hard tricks you see in the videos, well, it can be so hard for somebody who is not doing the circus itself, because it takes a long time. And yes, the pain is there. The pain comes in when you're practicing. You're practicing fire, because now what you're seeing there is just a little, but you see us holding big flames and spinning fire, you know, a lot. And if you're not careful, the fire will burn you. So the more you involve this in practice, by the time when you go to the stage, it will be very easy, very simple. And sometimes when you're performing and maybe an act is painful, for example, the nails, you will even not, your mind will be entertaining. You will not even feel the pain. Why? Because you've been used to that every day, every time, every show. Because now you can imagine, we have been performing from 2006, many years ago. So it means that we are used. Our bodies are strong because of our exercises. And it's very simple. All of those things are very simple. Now, what about our routine? Well, as I told you that during our lockdown, everyone had to do by himself at home, because the government could not allow to go to open places. The government could not even allow gyms to operate. We are so much used to training from outdoor, not indoor. We just started to train indoor, but our open places where we train, we go to the grass, to the savannah, to the grass, to the big stadium, like a stadium where there's grass. We perform there. I mean, we train from there. We run, we do press-ups, there are very many things we do in training. So we always do that. But before, when we were starting this in secondary school, we used to train in the evening, as I said before. We could run around the village, you know, that village around the school. We could run around, jogging, and we could go up to the hills. That is how we started. That's how we used to build our bodies. We did not get this strength from heavy lifting. No, our bodies, even if you see somebody in our group that he has very big muscles, it is not as a result of lifting heavy stuff in the gym. That is not us. For us, we are used to running in the open place and exercising from there. So our routines are like this, our practicing routine. We do train every Monday and Friday together as a group at the National Theatre at one place. But we reserve these other days for personal training because everyone has something you need to develop. But as a group, we have few days to meet, and also other days can be used for shows. When a show comes, when there's a client wants a performance at the event, so we use other days to go and perform in other places. And then some days we reserve them for practice. Yes, but training must be every day for each and every person. You wake up, you do some press up, get some strength in the hands, you do some squatting. So these are things we do every day. Yeah.
See. Well, nice. Let me bring it to English now, because that is my role here. Yeah, you started talking about a motto your coach had: no gain, no pain. But actually, before I comment here, I want to ask you one more thing about fear. Those things you do, they are dangerous, and I imagine at some point you hurt yourself. So how did you do with fear? And I'm asking that because that's also important for English. If you think a student, sometimes they won't talk to other people because of fear. They fear to be judged, they fear to make mistakes, and I don't know, make some misunderstanding and mess things up, and they choose not to risk to talk to other people, which is a terrible choice. But how about you? How did you deal with the fear?
Well, when we are doing training, sometimes there can happen some mistakes because we are training, we are practicing. And then maybe if someone has too much fear, he may decide not to do that trick again. But we keep on encouraging each other. And also we try with our members to show them the right way to do it. We tell them that, okay, you did it like this. That is why you made a mistake. But if you want to do it best, try like this. So we perfect something by going step by step. Even when we are with our students, the students of circus, we go step by step. Somebody cannot just go to the gym and start lifting
100 kilograms.
Yes, 100 kilograms without starting from maybe 10 or 20, So we go step by step and also try to encourage our members. This can help to erase that fear from them. And also we can always support them and encourage them, say, yeah, you can make it. You did it well. It's good to praise somebody. If someone is criticized all the time, he will lose hope. But now, even the people who are doing, even the students who are learning English, this is a good advice for you. Don't criticize your friend. Everyone can learn, but we do make mistakes. But when we continue to practice more and more, we can improve. So something that can remove that fear, that can remove those mistakes is doing something over and over in practice, practicing over and over. You make a mistake while speaking English. Now, after you knowing that they talk like this sentence is said like this. Now you practice. Don't feel bad. Don't feel too small because you did not do the best. No, everyone has failed at some point, but the more you insist on the more you insist, you will achieve your goal. So you should know that any area of life, whether you're learning English, whether you're practicing circus, whether you're a singer, whether you're a dancer, mistakes are always there. But how do we remove these mistakes? By now practicing more. Have also faith in yourself that I can make it. Don't listen. I think it's very bad to listen to that negative side. That negative side that, oh, this one is saying you are not good, you're not what, you're not. Don't listen to that. You be focused, knowing that one day I will make it. I will make it.
Yeah, that was one thing I would comment about what you said. When you were commenting about the pain you felt in the beginning when you started training with the nails and then with the fire, to focus on another thing. For example, when you're on a stage, instead of focusing on the pain you're feeling, you focus on the public, you focus on the moment, the joy. And then with English is the same. You, instead of focusing on how nervous you are, instead of focusing on the possibility of a mistake, of a misunderstanding, of a situation, focus on communicating. Take your focus out of the bad things, that bad voice inside of your head, and focus on another thing, a better thing, the result of that talking, the matter that you are communicating with someone from another country, maybe, right? Someone who you would not be able to communicate to if you didn't know the amount of English you know nowadays. That's an important thing.
Yes.
And another thing, that came to me now that you were talking, and I forgot what it is. It came and it went by. I thought and I already forget. But there are other things I took notes here. For example, when you mentioned that practicing every day is key. And you also mentioned that you have the time for personal training and you have the time for group training. An English student should also have a similar routine. There is the moment of the studying moment, the moment you at home is going to take your book or whatever material you use to study and study. And there is the moment you're going to use that knowledge in group, talking to other people.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, Joy says she has to go now. That's okay, Joy. It was nice to have you here.
Yeah, thank you for being part, Joy.
Thank you for joining us. Because, Henry, what I see is that the personal training can take you one part of the path. But in order to be able to communicate in English, to really own your fluence, you have to communicate with other people. You have to give yourself the chance to make mistakes. Because one thing I don't agree is that practice makes perfect. I agree, practice makes better.
Okay, yeah.
Practice makes better because even when you're a native, you make mistakes on your own mother tongue. Why wouldn't you make mistakes on your second language? Or, for example, you are an expert circus artist now, but sometimes something goes wrong.
Yes,
still nowadays,
exactly.
doesn't it?
It does, definitely it does. And one thing I need to let the students of English know is that if sometimes, if you don't practice and you decide to now concentrate on your mother tongue, remember you want to improve on English, but you ignore, you don't practice, you will deteriorate. You'll come down, 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 instead of moving forward in your spoken, in improving English, but now you'll be going down. So even us, in the same way, when we are performing these shows, for example, I've told you that the time of the COVID-19 lockdowns, they told everyone has to stay home. There's no way to go to the gym, to the practice ground. So it means that the people reduced their skills, they reduced a little bit because they could not practice as much as they used to in the past. They could not do many shows as they used to in the past. So don't stop, continue. That is what I think.
Yes, and thank you for mentioning that, because that is true for everyone. Even if you're a beginner, you're studying for 1 month and you stop, the things you learn that month, you will forget. And if you're a fluent speaker and you've been using your English for years, you stop practicing, you lose.
Yes,
You
definitely.
lose. Even though after several years of practice, you're not going to forget everything, but you will lose from your fluency. And that is something I say. Your skills are like this: use it or lose it. And it goes for all skills we have.
And you see, what you've seen in the video and in the picture, when someone is climbing to stand on someone or is doing the balancing up there. So when you don't practice, it means even climbing up, it will become very difficult until when you go back on the training ground and practice and you become fit, physically fit. So even as students, the more you practice English, you become physically fit in speaking. Yeah.
It's true. That's true. Learning a language is not only about studying a bunch of rules and structures. It goes much more over it. But Henry, as you were talking and sharing your experience, I already have my answer, but as the topic of our life today is how far can talent take you, I will ask you that question and I want you to answer so everyone watching now or later will be able to, well, to have your point of view. So how far can talent take one, Henry?
Well, as for me, I can say that I told you before, before there's something I said that when we were practicing at school, when we were doing this training in school, we never knew that one day we could travel and leave our country and do our performance abroad. So the talent has taken us far in this. Now, like me, And Patrick, I haven't mentioned Patrick here. You haven't seen Patrick, but one of the video, the last video, yes, he was there. Patrick was there, who we started with from 2007, way back. Because of our talent, the school, the secondary school that we are studying, the owner of the school got so much interest in us because we are very active. When there was an opportunity to help students with tuition, they had to pick the active group. We were the active group and we are doing something for the school. So we got opportunity to have all our tuition paid. And then after some time, there come some people from the US and they like our performance, they like our shows. They said, are you studying? Did you finish secondary school? Yes, we finished our secondary school. And then they want us to continue studying more. So because of our talent, they supported us again in the university. You know, everywhere and all over the world, there's this university tuition, a lot of money. You have to pay a lot of money to study, to graduate. And some of us, we come from poor families, like in Africa. But how about the talent? Where is the talent taking me? How am I benefiting from it? Here comes people because of what they see. They see us performing and say, oh, these people, they really need support. They are doing some good job. How about if we give them we give them a push ahead? They paid all our tuition. This is also another opportunity from the talent. How far can the talent take you? You see how far the talent is taking me? And then after mastering a few skills after secondary school, and then now we are performing local shows here in Uganda, sometimes on the weddings, sometimes in the theater, sometimes there's birthday party, sometimes it's any kind of music festival. They call us to do the show. But now this is just within our country, Uganda. Now, where does the talent take us? How far can the talent take you? Here, we now get opportunities to travel abroad to China. I've been to China 4 times. I'm talking about from 2015 until now. I've been to China 4 times, having contracts. In these contracts, you are not going to pay, the person going to perform in that country in Asia, I'm not going to pay anything. The visa, air ticket, all the costs is paid by the company that is inviting me. You see how far the talent is taking me, even though I have not benefited from my profession, because I told you before I graduated as a counselor, I would work in a hospital, I would work in a school, counsel people, But now, because I have got a talent and it's too much of my passion, so the talent is now taking me far to go to other countries, get more friends, perform on big stages, big platforms. I got a big platform to perform, meet other artists, So this has been really so good. And also, not only that, improving my talent, because when you are performing within your country, you may be limited to only that But when you go out to other places, you get exposed and exposed to other people's culture, how they do it, how best they present their things, So this has been so good for me. And also, we used to train schools and organization, children within our country. But when we go abroad, when we go like to Asian countries, Vietnam, China, now here they call us to now teach those other places, schools, international schools over there, not in my country, but now in other country. I present what I know in a foreign country, not only performing on the stage, but also to teaching other people. And it's not only this circus, our circus is combined drumming, dance, and the circus itself. So there's a time when I used to train dance. There's a time when I used to train circus to the students and to bigger people. So all this has been so good for me. It has taken me far. And in Vietnam, there's that video you saw, that there's a video you were trying to click on, and then there was Got Talent. Everyone knows Got Talent. In Brazil, there's Got Talent. There's American Got Talent. Now this is Got Talent in Vietnam. Here is my group, and they invite all the foreign groups within Vietnam to come and present what they have. But guess what? We come out with the best performance. That time we were still in performing for a big company. So in my company were many artists, many groups of artists, others from Ukraine, some from Philippines, others from, various places. All these artist groups, they're also involved in that Got Talent. And other artists, other groups from other parts of Vietnam, they came into that show to present, and there was money to win. There was certificate to give, So now it means that this talent has taken me far from my personal performance to a time where I can even win with my group, to win a Got Talent. So this Got Talent contest, we won it. My group won it. What did we do? We did circus, we did the drumming, we did the dance. Oh, how I wish you can show them at least a little about that. Yeah. Yeah, so you see, all that has taken me far. Oh,
You can comment.
okay. I was not hearing you, but I can
Yeah,
hear
I
you.
was talking. I forgot I was mute.
All right. So you see there? You see the kind of talent. This is the kind of show that gave us the best show from all those shows that were shown. It was a 2 days performance. You can see the girls are dancing, the African dance. That is one of our traditional African dance. The guys are drumming. We are doing the fire blowing. So you can see some kind of creativity. There are many people with different talents. Other people were doing magic. Some doing magic. And other people were doing dance. Other people were singing. But we came out to be the best. This now answers your question that how far has can talent take you? You have seen, that is my experience. So this is my advice to anyone involved in talent. Do not give up. Do your best. You may be passing through a difficult time, when you are learning something to perfect. But remember, one day you'll become a star. You need to do more and more until when you become the best. Even if you become the best, don't give up. Keep doing, keep doing. You will definitely reach your goal. Thank you.
Nice. Thank you for your words, Henry. And what is the best of all you said, all the time you were saying and telling how far talent can take someone. Every time you brought a word like improve, like keeping, like practice. So you were sharing your experience, but you were not attributing all your achievement only to talent. You were saying there is talent. Talent can take you far, but you need to put your effort to it. And that's very important for everyone to know, because talent alone actually doesn't take you far if you don't focus on developing this talent. If you leave your talent there, it's going to die and it's not going to take you anywhere. But if you are passionate, if you take care of it, if you practice, if you improve it, then it can take you to whatever you want to go. The world is there for you to explore, right? And show your talent.
Yeah, right. And one thing I need to say is, at the beginning of your talent, you may not benefit from what you're doing because you are still in the process of practicing. You are in the process of becoming a star or perfect or the best. So you may not achieve like money in, okay, let's talk about like money, because people want to have the talent and then make money and have a good life, help their families, you know. But at first, in the beginning, it may not be like that. You may need to take more time. And after a few years, you will see, you'll be yielding, you'll be yielding from what you have been struggling for. Yeah.
That's a very nice sentence for us to end our live, to finish here. So Henry, thank you very much. Before we finish, I want to recommend a book, because well, we were talking here today about talent, of course, but we also were talking about how to develop this talent. And there is a very good book from James Clear, which is Atomic Habits. Do you know this book?
No.
No, take a look later. Take a look later. I will leave 2 links here in the description. One link for the Portuguese version, one link with the English version of this book. You can purchase it, but if you don't wanna, you can watch videos on YouTube talking about this, and you will already benefit. The book is so good that you can benefit from someone summarizes it on a YouTube video, and you can already learn. So good is this book. So it's Atomic Habits by James Clear. I really recommend the reading. It's nice and it helps a lot to develop habits. Well, Henry, thank you very much. I really like our time here together. And I hope it doesn't take this much of time for us to see again.
Of course. Next time we shall have something to come up with. Yeah, I'll be happy to be invited again to this meeting. Yeah, because I enjoyed today.
I'm glad you enjoyed it here. You are already invited. And for you guys, if you wanna go follow Henry on Instagram, at Harrison20, and also follow his channel here on YouTube, Famous Friends from Uganda.
Famous Friends Uganda.
Famous Friends Uganda.
Uganda. Yes.
Uganda. That's it. So thank you very much. We'll see on Instagram stories during the week, and we'll see here again next Thursday for our next live da semana.